going on with y'all boys, man? I know y'all heard the news today.
You know, we got to do the countdown. We're going to be doing the countdown in a few seconds. Let's just hold on. We're going to, the introduction before we get on into this thing. You know what I'm saying? We are here, and I got the host, and I am the co-host, and that is my son, EJ504 from the Baddest Sports Show podcast in the Deep South. EJ, while you doing this, I'm gonna be sharing to the other outlets to let everybody know we are on. So I'm gonna blank myself, and you do what you gotta do. You stall until I get back.
I got you. Hang on 1 second, guys. I gotta go ahead and put the intro in real quick, man, to get y'all started, man. This is a crazy evening, man. But we about to get started though. Man, what's going on with y'all, boy? Who that nation, man? We told y'all it was coming. A lot of y'all was panicking. What's up? Trav 504, what's going on? Who that, baby? Look, man, we told y'all it was coming. It was getting close time. I seen a lot of Saints fans panicking out there. You know, you know how y'all do, man. Y'all start, getting a little antsy when y'all see a lot of things go wrong, But I told y'all, just keep on believing. Keep on believing, man. Look, Derek Carr is a New Orleans Saint, man. A New Orleans Saint. Let me slide this in here too a little bit too, because right now we got our New Orleans Pelicans tonight too. Again, we don't just talk about our Saints here, man. We talk about our Pelicans too. The New Orleans Pelicans are playing in Shacktown tonight, and they're over there in Shacktown trying to go ahead and get a dub, man. I still believe them boys are going to make a playoff run, and they're going to go into the playoffs this year. Zion, I'm hearing good news about Zion. Zion should be making his way towards, making his way back on the court. So good news on that end, man. But I know the biggest story of the day today, is that, hey, we got Derek Carr, man. Look, y'all got to tell me how y'all feeling, man. How do y'all feel about this, man? Derek Carr, man. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Let me tell y'all this too. A lot of y'all, because I saw a couple of y'all was getting mad about it. Like, y'all still had me scratching my head because it's like, hey, who else do you want? Who else do you want out there, man? Like, who else do you want that's better than this guy right now? I mean, there wasn't much pickings out there in free agency this year, man. Okay, like this was the best case scenario for the Saints. Okay, and look, yeah, we could have just just waited it out, drafted Hendon Hooker or one of these kids. You wasn't gonna get C.J. Stroud. You wasn't gonna get Bryce Young. You wasn't gonna get Anthony Richardson. So you wasn't gonna get three of those three guys. Okay, after the way they just played their butt off in that combine. So I mean, yeah, you had a chance at Hendon Hooker, but look, with a guy coming off an ACL injury like that, you want a bridge guy. You want a guy that can bring him along. Okay, Derek Carr can do that for you, and he can keep you competitive where you can start winning. Derek Carr has never had a defense like he's about to go into. Okay, did y'all know we have the 5th best defense in the NFL last season? Derek Carr is licking his chops right now saying, hell yeah, I'm finally about to get something that I've never had before. Every 504, man, it's good to have you in here, man. Go ahead, talk to me, man. Talk to me. How are you feeling initially about Derek Carr?
Well, I can sit here and tell you this, just like I tried when I was breaking the news when it came out, and then I had technical difficulties. People seemed to call me when I'm on live, and they broke my whole live up. I mean, come on, man. You know doggone well if I'm not answering you, I'm on live, okay? So please, y'all, be careful when y'all calling while I'm on live. Okay, it doesn't make sense if I'm sharing to you what's going on. Please don't break my live. Okay, but anyway, this it wasn't surprising to me. It wasn't surprising at all. I think that what was going on was Derek Carr was trying to up the price.
Mm-hmm.
A great negotiator, a great agent. Shout out to Travis. A great negotiator, a great you know, whatever you're gonna do for your client is to get the price to go up. I think they literally knew that who they wanted to. They wanted the Saints in the get-go. They probably leaned with the Jets at one point, but you got to remember that they had two meetings with Derek Carr first. They had the first conversations with him at first when he
Mm-hmm.
was under the trade consideration. Then they had a third meeting in Indianapolis. So that was big for the New Orleans Saints. That was
Right.
very big for the New Orleans Saints. So a lot of people are complaining. I'm hearing some of the numbers are 25 million a year. I'm hearing some of them saying 35. Either way it goes, that is absolutely
It
actually the market
Well,
that you're
guess what?
talking.
I'm gonna give you the real numbers. I don't want to see. I On here on the Better Sports Talk, we gonna give you the real and actual factual numbers and the real facts about anything going on in the sports news world. Their car is getting 37.5 a year.
Which
Okay,
is
that is great.
that is excellent.
That is a bargain. Okay, let me tell y'all something. A lot of the let me tell y'all this first of all. Quarterbacks are expensive. Okay, you're not
Look
gonna
at
come.
Daniel Jones. Look what he wants. He wants
He
45.
wants 45. He wants 45. Daniel Jones. Let me ask y'all this, Saints fans. Do y'all think Daniel Jones is better than Derek Carr?
No.
I don't think so. I don't think so. Look, man. Look, these quarterbacks are expensive in today's league, man. And the fact that Mickey Loomis was able to go ahead and get this man on 37 and a half. Man, you gotta applaud your GM for that, man. Like, and look at this, man. He not only he pulled off Derek Carr, but he pulled off Michael Thomas because Michael Thomas is coming back. He's coming back. If y'all didn't know before, you know now. Michael Thomas is coming back, and he's gonna do what he's always been doing. Okay, before his injuries has caught up with him in his career, he's finally got him a quarterback that's gonna put
I
him
really
back on the
think that
map.
I really think that he's motivated to play with a car. I don't think he really wants to play with Jameis Winston. I know a lot of Jameis Winston fans are really not going to like what I'm saying.
Mm.
I don't think Sean Payton wants to play with Jameis Winston. I don't think many of the players want to play with Jameis Winston. I have never. If you go see the tweets around the NFL, especially the New Orleans Saints players, Alante Taylor, Cam Jordan, many Chris Olave, all of them are so excited to have Derek Carr.
Yeah.
That one thing about the NFL is availability. One thing to be a good quarterback but to be available, and that's
Yeah.
what the Saints have not had since. They have not had since. They haven't had that stability since Drew Brees. Okay. Um, I don't care if you said New Orleans Saints suck so bad. Okay, well that's your opinion. Okay,
That's your opinion,
that's
Walter.
your
Look,
opinion.
look,
You're
Walter.
entitled
What?
to your opinion.
That's
And
your opinion, man.
one thing about New Orleans Saints fans, we don't, I truly know the real Saints fans, and I truly know the trolls. I know people who come in here and try to just be negative because they were not Saints fans back in the days. I've been a Saints fan since 1981. I watched the suffering. I watched the quarterback called Steve Walsh, baby, too cold. He was so sad that they had a song for him. Okay, we had Dave Wilson, Wade Wilson. So I watched Heath Schuler. Okay, so you guys are sometime lovers. Some of you guys are sometime lovers, and that's just a fact. Okay, okay.
Mike, hey, Mike, hey, good to see you again. Michael Thomas is in the chat, man. Look at Michael Thomas. Look at Mike. Mike is excited, man. Mike is excited for his new quarterback,
Well,
man. He's
Mike Thomas in
excited.
the house.
He's
And
excited.
it's crazy that we get some of these people who would rather have Andy Dalton back, who would rather have Jameis Winston back. I have never all these negative podcasters that you guys love to go listen to. What is good as being a Saints fan if you're not optimistic? What
Yeah.
is good as being a Saints fan if you guys want Sean Payton? He ain't coming back. You guys want Sean Payton and Drew Brees? They're not
Yeah.
coming back.
Yeah.
At some point, you guys got to move on.
Yeah.
And we have moved on as Saints fans.
Yeah.
We have moved on. I'm sorry. Some of us Saints fans are excited, and you're not going to spoil our joy. We are the baddest sports show podcast, and we're going to tell it like it is. You don't like it, you don't have to be here.
I'm going to tell you right now, man, I'm happy with my team right now. My team did what they were supposed to do in this offseason, which is number one priority, get them a doggone top 15 quarterback in the NFL. They got them a top 15 quarterback in the NFL right now, man. You cannot be excited about something like that, man. After seeing what you went through last year with Jameis Winston and Andy Dalton, man, you have to be excited with the upgrade you just gotten. New Orleans Saints fans, for you to sit there and say this is a bad move or without even trying it, okay, I can see, okay, maybe if Derek Carr doesn't work out after year one, okay, maybe I can hear some noises, but man, he hasn't even come into New Orleans yet, and we have some of you guys talking crazy about Derek Carr. Derek Carr has not been in a successful situation like he's been in right now. This is going to be the best situation he's ever been in his career. Being in a Raiders uniform, and I'm going to tell you right,
since Oakland, EJ.
Yes, since Oakland. We ain't even just talking about recent Las Vegas days. We talking about since Oakland, and we know how bad the Raiders have been, man. We know how bad that offense has been, and we know how bad that defense has been.
No, the defense held them back. The defense held them back. He has never had a team that ranked under 20 in defense. They have never had a top 10 defense ever since he has been since a quarterback in the NFL. He has never had a top 10 defense. Not even a top 15. Not even a top 18 defense in the NFL. Unbelievable.
It's crazy, man. Look, I'm gonna tell y'all this, man. Doggone this right here. This now look, it's funny because last night, we had one of the ESPN, reporters last night, give a lot of Saints fans a scare. And they said, the Jets was the leading candidates for Derek Carr.
They've been hollering for the Jets.
No, you know what was funny about that though? What happened is Derek Carr is a smart son of a gun. That sucker had that leaked, so the Saints can go ahead and drive that number up a little bit.
Drop it up.
That man's smart. He know what he's doing, man. He's trying to go ahead and get paid. This man is in his 30s. He doesn't know if he's gonna get paid like that ever again. So he did what he had to do, and I respect him.
He already knew he was going to be a Saint.
Oh yeah, he did exactly what he had to do. Look, I'm gonna be honest with you. The Jets. If you're a Jets fan right now, Jets, you got to be scared. You got to be scared for your lives right now, your NFL lives, because right now, Mike White is a free agent. That quarterback, your young quarterback, is a free agent. And look, you just lost out on Derek Carr. Aaron Rodgers, you don't know 100% if he wants to be there. Like he might just up and say, hey, I want to retire, or he might up and say, hey, I want to still be a Packer. He might up and say, hey, I want to be a Raider. So this is for the Saints to win this and to be able to win Derek Carr in this situation, man, was huge, man. Huge. We have quarterbacks like Baker Mayfield, Jimmy Garoppolo.
Yeah, we would have been. Now I wonder what they would have said if we'd have ended up with Baker.
Yeah.
What they would have said with that, and many of them didn't want Jimmy G. I told people, I said, Jimmy G, I don't know what's wrong with Saints fans. I would have took Jimmy G over Andy Dalton. Yeah. Jimmy G won a playoff game. I mean, I don't understand with Saints fans what they're expecting out of this football team. What did they expect? I mean, what did they want? If you're going to draft the quarterback, fine. but you got to be. You're not going to start a
Give
rookie.
give him somebody that he can go ahead and learn from or help him through it. You know, we just seen Zach Wilson. Speaking of the Jets, we just seen Zach Wilson go ahead, and he's the second overall pick in the
Yeah, you
draft.
rushed him. You rushed him out there.
You rush him out on the field, and that's the result you get. You don't want to rush a rookie quarterback out there on the field. Patrick Mahomes didn't have to go through that. So why should a Hendon Hooker or somebody like that go through that? You know,
Yeah, well, son. Let me ask you a question, and I'm glad you brought that up. I don't think people understand that scenario with the Saints. Everybody don't, mostly. If you're not Trevor Lawrence, if you're not a quarterback like Trevor Lawrence, you're not
yeah,
starting a rookie quarterback in the very first part of his, because these guys that you're going to get if you're a Saint, you're not going to get a guy to a rookie that's going to start for you in year one.
you're
You're not
not
going to
getting
get
you're
you're gonna
not
if
getting
you're going to get
CJ
Hendon Hooker's
Stroud.
going to be a third round, second round, late second round pick. This guy is not going to be starting from ground one. Anybody that know football, you want a veteran to start off like Alex Smith was for Patrick Mahomes. Alex Smith kept them competing in the playoffs, kept them competing in the AFC Championship until they groomed the rookie to be able to take them to the promised land.
Yes,
That's what the Saints need to be moving forward to.
yes. Look, man, this is a perfect situation. Now, going forward, you got Derek Carr. Going forward as a football team, man, now you can go ahead, restructure again with Michael Thomas. You can go ahead, get you a running back in this draft, get you a defensive end in this draft, man. Go after needs because let's be honest. Let's be honest here. Quarterback wasn't the only thing that we needed on this football team now. But now we can go ahead and do that. You know, we don't have to sit there and reach at 29 and we don't have to trade again. Okay, we can sit right
Nolan
where we
Smith,
at.
man. We can get Nolan Smith. Like you said, we don't have to reach now. We
Yes.
can actually we struggling on the D line. We can actually fill that D line spot up. We can actually fill up the if we want to go get another tight end, we can actually get Washington. Well, if we like that kid Washington from Georgia, that's a good spot to get him at tight end. If we want to go get running back Tyjae Spears in the second round, we want to go get that running back out of the University of Texas. If he falls down to 29, we don't have to reach.
Yes,
Rob,
most definitely. Look, man, when I woke up this morning and after what I seen on reported last night, and I'm gonna be honest with you, I was scared, last night, and I was sitting there, and what did I tell? What did me and every 504 tell y'all in the last live we was on the Pelicans live, and we was just talking about the Saints, and just throwing in our little thoughts on everything. We told y'all Derek Carr is coming to New Orleans, Saints fans, and guess what? Sure enough, about a week later, we got Derek Carr in our hands, man. That is awesome, man. Like I said, y'all gonna stop sleeping on Derek Carr. Look at this man highlights. Look at what he's been through over there with the Raiders, and this man has carried the Raiders and kept them relevant, kept them at least competing. Okay, in a division that's you got Russell Wilson in that division. You got Patrick Mahomes, the Super Bowl champion in your division. You got Justin Herbert in your division. Look, I'm gonna tell you right now, Derek Carr is happy that he's in a division where there's Kyle Trask, Sam Darnold. Come on now, let's not even go there with Atlanta. I mean, come on now. Look, I'm just telling y'all right now. Derek Carr saw the Saints fit. He saw the Saints have a dome. Okay, he saw that the Saints
play in New York.
Yeah, exactly. Who want to play in that cold weather?
In that cold, windy city?
Come on now. Look, he saw the Saints have a stable front
organization.
Office. Come on now. The Saints have a organization that is known around the planet, man. Have a great organization, man. People talk about New Orleans all they want, but they can't ever say that we can't get people to come to New Orleans, man. And shout out to Pete Carmichael, because regardless of what you say about Pete Carmichael, Pete Carmichael made sure that he recruited some Derek Carr, man. He did everything he could in this situation to go get him a quarterback, man. Now, I'm going to say this about
And
DA.
bringing back Ronald Curry was big. I'm telling y'all, bringing back Ronald
Yes.
Curry.
Hey, look, I'm going to say this about Dennis Allen now. Dennis, you have no excuses now. You got everybody that you wanted. You got all your coaches, and you got your quarterback now, man. There's no excuses going forward, man. And this is how you would rather want it as a fan.
This is how you would want it.
Yes, because last year he was in a situation where it wasn't his team, okay? Let's be honest, Saints fans. It was Sean Payton's football team, still under Dennis Allen, okay? All right, that coaching staff, half of these guys just left for Sean Payton's staff, okay? Those are Sean Payton guys, okay? Dennis Allen did not want Jameis Winston, okay? He wanted Deshaun Watson.
Dirty.
Come on now. Without T Dirty. Look, man.
But we've been saying this. How many times on the Baddest Sports Show podcast we have told people that get out your feelings, that Dennis Allen never wanted. He would rather lose with Andy Dalton than win with Jameis Winston. I hate to say it, but it's the truth.
Yeah.
The man was very frustrated with Jameis Winston. It don't take Stevie Wonder. It don't take Ray Charles to see this.
You know what was crazy about that day? I was sitting there and I'm scrolling through Twitter on there and I'm looking at Michael Thomas say, "Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus." I mean, that's got to be a huge slap to Jameis's face. But that's how bad it was for Michael. Michael Thomas is sitting there. I mean, he's sitting there saying, "Thank you, Jesus, that Derek Carr has joined my football team." Ain't that something? I mean, that's just got to be funny, man. That's just got to be laughable. And let's just go ahead and talk about. I'm gonna say this about Jameis Winston because I was one of Jameis's supporters. Jameis, I hope going forward that you have a great career, man. Whether it's you being a backup or you find a new home and you wind up starting somewhere and have a decent career. Look, I appreciate everything you've done as far as, outside of football, helping out New Orleans, and doing everything that you had to do. But I've come to realize that you just did not fit New Orleans, man. It just did not fit. You weren't a fit for this organization. And look, hey, sometimes it works out that way. It's all right. It doesn't mean that we hate you and that we don't like you any less, okay? But Derek Carr is just the better guy, okay? That's just what it is. We couldn't go another season seeing you at quarterback, and we damn sure wasn't going to see go another damn season watching Andy damn Dalton back there, okay? Now, look, I'm going to tell y'all this going forward, guys, as well. Like I said, just because you have Derek Carr now does not mean that you do not draft Hendon Hooker. I'm telling y'all, or any, and I keep throwing out Hendon Hooker out there. Go find you a guy that you can develop, okay? Or maybe in next year's draft, find you a guy that you can put behind Derek Carr, okay? And you bridge him, okay? Because it told me something that, hey, Derek Carr signed a 4-year deal. Well, it tells me that buys the Saints time to go ahead and find their guy, okay? Their real future at quarterback, okay? And plus, this keeps us competitive, okay? Like we all want. Nobody wants to see the Saints
Nobody wants
losing.
to keep. The Saints are not. Let me get this straight. The Saints are not the Detroit Lions of old.
Yes.
The Saints are not an organization like the Jaguars of old. The Saints are not an organization that just gonna quit not trying to win. Yes. They're gonna try every possible way to be competitive. Mickey Loomis is not a GM who likes to. If he feel that he didn't go pay for Tyrann Matthews and go pick up some of these guys to start all over with. They feel like in this division, if this was any other division, I could understand. Mm-hmm. But in the NFC South, it is the least competitive division in the NFL.
Yeah.
If you don't tell me the Saints just needed a quarterback and if they don't have an opportunity to sit there and win, once you get in the playoffs, anything can happen.
Anything can happen.
Anything.
And that
So you
and
you you play to win the game.
and you know what? Let's say this too, that because a lot of these Saints fans on here, I see y'all and y'all get spoiled when we went to the Super Bowl. Okay, that's cool and great. But I think we mistaken ourselves when we just say up and say Super Bowl. You got to get to the playoffs first before you can get into the Super Bowl. Okay, so we we're in a great position to get back to where we want to be ultimately. Okay, but this is an automatic playoff football team. This division is easy. This is what you want right here. This is what you want, man. And then the schedule looks favorable for the Saints. I mean, I'm just
Oh,
telling
I'm
y'all.
glad you brought that up.
I'm just telling y'all, man. This is great and a great time to be a Saints fan. I'm telling y'all. I know a lot of y'all, once again, I'm gonna tell y'all for the life of me. I don't know why. I don't know why in the hell y'all don't like Derek Carr, but y'all gonna like him. You're gonna like him. Mark my words. I'm telling
He's a
y'all.
leader, man. He's a leader.
Yes.
Derek Carr, the brother cried when they lost the game. He was crying.
Yes.
The man
He
is
was
very
passionate.
passionate about his team.
Very passionate about the Raiders, man. He loved the Raiders over there, man. The Raiders just couldn't give him enough. You know, they didn't put a team around here, and that's what
And
you want. You want a
don't tell
leader.
me about no Devontae Adams. That's one man. They got to put a defense around a guy.
Yes. Come on now. All right. They had Josh Jacobs and Devontae Adams. That's it. Come on now. You can't win a Super Bowl with that. Come on now. You need a defense. Come on now.
Defense wins
Stop.
championships, not offense.
Yes.
I don't know. You know, Derek Carr showed me something when he went to Arrowhead and he went toe-to-toe with Patrick Mahomes.
Yes.
Beat Patrick Mahomes in Arrowhead. He
Yes.
showed me his moxie. He showed me he had capabilities of winning big football games. He also, just 2 years ago, under John Gruden, he threw 28 touchdowns, only 6 interceptions. He was an MVP candidate. He
Yeah.
made the Pro Bowl. The
Yes.
guy was on MVP level.
Yes.
Nobody wants to talk about that.
Under Josh McDaniels, and Josh McDaniels did a poor job over there with the Raiders.
No, he didn't do that
Last
under
year.
Josh McDaniels. He done that under John Gruden. When he got to Josh
No,
McDaniels,
hang on now. Oh, he made a Pro Bowl this year.
oh yeah, with
Under
24
Josh
touchdowns,
McDaniels.
14 interceptions. Yeah, he did.
Come on now. Look, I'm just telling y'all. Look, if he can do that under Gruden and Josh McDaniels, he damn well can do it under Dennis Allen. Come on now.
I mean, Dennis Allen dropped the guy. Dennis Allen dropped. People don't want to talk about it because they so talked about Dennis Allen's career with the Oakland Raiders, but they forget that Dennis inherited a terrible organization. Nobody wants to talk about how bad the Raiders was when they had Warren Sapp on that team. Warren Sapp was 35 years old, about to retire on a defensive line. They had multiple old veterans. The Colson Palmer. Palmer was old as hell. Yep. Nobody wants to talk about Hill. They started a dude named Hill at quarterback. Okay, yep. So what I'm trying, they had a wide receiver starting that quarterback on that team.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So don't tell me about a young Dennis Allen who took over, who was just excited to become a head coach his first year. Yes, he had a pretty a bad year his first year with the Saints, but the whole division was bad. Let's not act like the whole division was. The Saints' injuries were terrible. Jarvis Landry never got off his feet. Michael Thomas never got off his feet.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, the Saints were injured.
The DB were PJ Williams. A lot of these guys, man, was hurt. I mean, I'm just telling y'all, we had a hurt football team last year, man. And I know y'all want to sit there and y'all want to say that we had the talent and everything, but how are you going to win?
How you going to win with the talent ain't out there on the field?
Exactly.
Alvin Kamara missed multiple games. Then Alvin Kamara dealing with legal issues.
Yeah.
And this is why we got to draft a running back. And easier, we could turn to this running back thing. I like Tajay. I like Tajay Spears.
I want Tajay
Spears.
I think
Tajay. He would be perfect for the Saints.
I want Tajay back home, bro. I want him back home.
He dreamed of being a New Orleans
Saint. Want him back home, man. I like him. I really like the way he runs. That's a 3-down back. I like it.
Sidney Cox in the house. Mookie in the house.
Hey, man, look. Hey, Mookie, let me tell you this, man. Carr is already motivated, man. I saw that video he posted on Twitter, and he got the Who Dat chant on there. Man, look, he is excited. He's excited, and I like his energy, man. I like the way he plays with passion. The same way Drew Brees brought passion
That's
to
what Drew
football
Brees
games.
brought. And
That,
people written off Drew Brees when he came from San Diego. Don't tell me all of y'all believed in Drew Brees. I didn't even know Drew Brees. I knew Drew
yes,
Brees when he played with San Diego, but I didn't know he was
yes,
going to be a great quarterback. He lost his job to Doug freaking Flutie. He
yes,
lost his job to Doug freaking Flutie. You
yes.
guys don't see. You guys get they start because they these undercover lovers. They in the moment. Saints fans live in the moment and they don't understand the whole cup of tea. Okay,
You know, it's so funny. And look, let me be careful with my words here, because you know Saints fans like to run with them. Look, I'm not saying Derek Carr is Drew Brees,
no
but
one said
this situation reminds you a lot when Drew Brees was coming away from the Chargers, and a lot of people said, "Who the hell is Drew Brees?" And all going, and they was getting all mad about Drew Brees joining the Saints, and look how he turned out. I'm just
yeah,
saying.
because they wanted Dante Culpepper. Don't act like I don't know. I was there with all the Saints fans. They wanted Dante Culpepper because many Saints fans did not want. That's how Culpepper ended up with the Miami Dolphins because and how we ended up with Drew Brees.
Yeah,
So people don't want to talk about that.
yeah. And
Okay.
look, I'm just saying, man. You know what? I sometimes I get mad at y'all Saints fans, and I go ahead and I sit there and I'll be like, man, like y'all get on my nerves. But sometimes I'll be glad sometimes that y'all do this to yourselves, so y'all can get slapped in the face in the end and realize the things that y'all say, man. Because the stuff that sometimes y'all fly out your mouth and say, and not really think and do y'all research and really say, okay, hey, let's give this guy a chance. He might got something. You know, like I mean, for y'all to go ahead and fly off the rim and sit there and say Derek Carr ain't gonna have no success with the Saints is just flat out blasphemy. I mean, come on
I
now.
think EJ what pisses me off as a part of the media, as a part of the podcast. We it's our job is to encourage Saints fans to give them some optimistic things to be at least to be at peace. But
And
if we
that's the
always
thing.
on here spreading negativity and we're not giving Saints fans something to be to
Looking
have
forward
hope
to.
in,
Yeah. And
okay?
that's what it is. That you know, a lot of y'all listening to y'all, you know, y'all local podcasters, and y'all sitting there listening to, oh, the Saints shouldn't do this, and the Saints are making bad decisions and stuff like that. Look, we ain't about to do that here, man. Look, whatever my Saints do, and I'm not going to agree with every single decision my Saints do, but I'm not going to sit there and act like every decision that my Saints
Terry
make
Terminator in the
is
house.
bad. Come on now. I'm going to tell you right now, my Saints needed a quarterback, and they got him one. Okay, what I need to be mad for? What I need to be mad for right now?
What you know, come on, Derek. Derek, you didn't like Andy Dalton. Derek Turner, you didn't like Andy Dalton. But guess what? We went and got Derek Carr. Are
Yeah,
you at least excited that the Saints are trying?
yeah.
Anybody that don't believe that the Saints organization is not trying to win, then you know, I just don't understand you. How could you not? How could you not? They aggressively, the Saints organization aggressively went out to try to get a Deshaun Watson last year. They
hmm
aggressively and they failed trying to get him, and Cleveland got the guy they wanted.
Yeah,
They didn't have the money, but this
yeah.
time they said it was not going to let that happen.
They wasn't about to
They was
let it
not going to
happen
let.
again.
They wasn't going to let the Jets or
Man,
anybody take.
I listened to Gail, and it was asking Gail in a bunch of interviews. It was like, Gail, what do you say to a lot of these Saints fans that are asking you, like, you know, when are we going to get a quarterback? What you going to do? And Gail sat there and she kept on saying, hey, I tell them all the time, we're trying. And guess what? They were trying.
They
That's
were
all you can
trying.
ask. That's all you can ask from your football team is that they're trying. I see so many football teams that sit there and do nothing. You know how many football teams out there that don't do nothing? The Indianapolis Colts sit there and do nothing, man. Okay, the Jaguars. Now, and I'm talking about before they get now, They used to sit there and do nothing. Okay, the Lions, before now, they used to sit there and do nothing. Like, there used to be a lot of teams out here in this league that do nothing. My Saints, more than anything, I can always give them credit for trying to do something to make their team better, man.
But when you lose a Hall of Fame quarterback, son, you normally go. It takes generations to get over.
Yeah.
Do y'all realize how long it takes to rebuild after a Hall of Fame quarterback?
Yeah.
Just ask the New England Patriots. Just ask everybody who lose. Look at Peyton Manning.
Ask the coach. Ask the coach, man.
Andrew Luck. Look what happened after Andrew Luck has been gone. They've been trying to replace. Look at Matt Ryan. Look what happened with Matt Ryan. And the Atlanta Falcons.
Yeah.
When you lose, look at Cam Newton. Look what's going on over there.
Y'all act like these guys are just replaceable. Like franchise
It's
quarterbacks
that
are
easy
just
to
replaceable.
replace.
It's not, man. The league is hard enough. You need a quarterback, and it's hard to find one.
The quarterback is the most important position, and people like to talk about coaches like Derek Turner keeps bringing about Dennis Allen. Oh, he's mocking Dennis Allen. I told you, you're only as good as your quarterback. Give this man a quarterback, then judge him. Let me see what the hell he can do with a quarterback.
Yeah.
I ain't never seen the dude have a quarterback. All y'all seen him have is somebody else's quarterback.
Yeah.
Sean Payton didn't want the damn quarterback. Sean Payton didn't even want Jameis Winston. He walked the hell away. Sean Payton put on this organization. And I ain't seen one podcast sit there and criticize Sean Payton. I don't see nobody going after Sean Payton for walking away. All y'all do is sit there and give credit of Sean Payton his time.
Say it.
All y'all talk about, but he walks over to Denver, and ain't none of y'all said nothing.
Say it.
I understand.
Say it.
But yeah, we
got to be said.
We're gonna be hard on the guy that's coaching us right now.
It's got to be said, man. It's got to be said, man.
Saints fans give any credit, son. Saints fans give credit. The one coach to ever give them a sniff at winning a championship. Let me tell you something about the Philadelphia Eagles, and I hate to say it. That's what you call an organization.
There you go.
Let me tell you something about the Philadelphia Eagles.
I agree.
They let Peterson. Peterson won a Super Bowl. Doug Peterson won a Super Bowl. And they fired Doug Peterson. They had Andy Reid, who took them to multiple Super Bowls. They fired Andy Reid. They went on and got another coach. Guess what? You know what that tells me about that organization? They don't give a damn. They're not going to strive. They're going to keep striving for the best. They're going to hold even the one. They're going to hold all these coaches accountable.
Why can't we be like that? Why can't we be like that, man? Look, that's why I say, man, like, you look at doggone the Philadelphia Eagles. They had Carson Wentz. Carson Wentz was the MVP before he got injured, guys. And you know what? They said, man, forget Carson Wentz, man. We got Nick Foles. Won a Super Bowl with Nick Foles. They didn't complain. Look, doggone.
Nick Foles was supposed to be washed up.
Yeah.
What a Super Bowl with.
Hey, once after that, okay, Nick Foles, goes down and all that. He starts playing bad. They start running through quarterbacks and stuff like that. And they pick up Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts take them to a Super Bowl. Did they cry about Jalen Hurts? Come on now, man. Look, I'm just telling y'all, man. I see a lot of y'all. A lot of y'all Saints fans, y'all make too many assumptions and too many accusations on here, and don't give things a chance, man.
Outside fan bases like Derek Carr more than our own fan base.
Yes.
I see more positive people from the outside than I see from Saints fans.
Yes. Come on, man. Like, I mean, why can't we like them? Why can't we like them, man? Like, I don't understand it, man. Let me tell y'all.
And y'all here, and we wish Jameis so, and I just wish Jameis, and Jameis, they still bringing up Jameis. And I'm going to tell you this. Look, Jameis is a good guy.
I got a joke to tell y'all about Jameis.
Jameis is a God-fearing man, very nice person. But I want to ask y'all something. Jameis' career in Tampa and Jameis' career in New Orleans has never amount to winning. I'm sorry. I don't care what excuse, he got injured, whatever. Stop bringing up goddamn Jameis Winston, because if he was good enough, Sean Payton would have walked away. Sean Payton would not walked away from this organization if he loved Jameis Winston so much. He police, Jameis. That whole 5-2 record was a police. Don't you sit there and act like y'all didn't watch him. Jameis threw for 97 yards and 5 touchdowns one game. I think about 100 and some yards and 5 touchdowns at the goal line. Callaway had to snatch one in the air.
I got a joke to tell y'all, man. Look, y'all remember when Jameis Winston threw that prayer into the end zone, the Seahawks game, to Callaway in the end zone.
And Callaway had to jump up there and snatch it.
Sean Payton was done. And you remember in the post game. You remember in the post game when Jameis sit there and they asked Jameis about that throw, and he said that was all God. Look, Sean Payton said, "Hell no, I'm getting the hell out of here. Ain't no way."
We running off for God now. We need prayer.
Exactly. Come on, man. Come on.
How the hell we need a wing and a prayer from God in order to help us win? I know we the Saints, but goddamn. I know our name. I know we the Saints, but we need a wing and a prayer just to win games. Y'all done ran Sean Payton out of here from Teddy Shitwater to damn crab legs.
Yeah.
Y'all praise Teddy Shitwater for starting 5-0. When he got a job with the Panthers, what that happened to him? When he got a job, he didn't just get one job. He got 2 jobs.
Yep.
He been starting. How many times Teddy done got a job, man?
Hey,
How many times Teddy done got a job?
That man had 3 jobs.
And Saints fans was anointing him as to replace Drew Brees.
Hey, man, look. That man, look. He had Carolina, he had Bronco land, and he had a chance in Miami. Okay? This man, and look, I still used to hear Saints fans last year when we was going through it with Andy Dalton. I still used to hear Saints fans say, "Bring Teddy back. Are you damn crazy?
The bicycle shit.
Are you damn crazy?"
Saints fans like dancing in the locker room. That's what Saints fans like. They like, if you can dance in the locker room, then that's what they think winning is.
Yeah.
They like, see, that's what the Saints fans, if you can ride a bicycle in the city of New Orleans, that's what they like. You heard me? That's what they like. They think that's winning to them.
Oh, no, man. No.
That's what they like. That's what Saints fans like. You know, Derek Carr, we need to tell Derek Carr, you better dance a little bit.
Right?
You better dance a little bit.
You better do a little dancing because, hey, they ain't going to like y'all here if you don't start. Look, man, I'm going to tell y'all. I'm going to tell y'all right now, too. Let me say this. Look, for y'all, and for those who said, okay, all right, we could have got Lamar Jackson. We were not getting Lamar Jackson. Let's just put that to rest. I'm just tell y'all right now.
Why the hell? What is wrong with Saints fans? What makes them think that they can get a Lamar Jackson? Don't you understand what Lamar Jackson gonna get? Lamar Jackson is gonna get a record. Yes. He's gonna get a record. He's about to bust the numbers. See, that's what I talk about. Saints fans, they unreal.
Hey, man, look, Lamar looking at Derek Carr's contract right now and telling the Ravens, you better give me way more than that. You better break the bank over me because I'm going to tell you right now, I'm worth way more than what Derek Carr got today. I'm going to just tell you right now.
But that's what Saints fans think.
Right.
That we can get Lamar Jackson. They think we so stupid. They're not the guys that's sitting in there dealing with the money, Kyle Hartley. They're not out there. They don't know nothing about the numbers. They think that they got it all together. Oh my gosh, we had the last best quarterback available. The last best quarterback available.
Yeah.
Because we ain't getting no Aaron Rodgers and we ain't getting no damn Lamar Jackson.
Yep.
We would have probably ended up with Garoppolo or Mayfield. Baker Mayfield. That's the only ones.
Yep. Yes. I'm gonna tell you right now.
And Daniel Jones won $45 million.
Did you? Look, yeah, I know y'all saw too. My boy, Geno Smith. Geno Smith. Let me shout out to Geno Smith. He got paid today, man. I'm so proud of him.
His money.
He got his money, man. And let me say this to Daniel Jones, man. Daniel, you got to be damn crazy if you think you're gonna get more than what Derek Carr just got, man. $45 million. Oh hell no! Look, Daniel. Look. You did good with the Giants this year. You took them to the playoffs and everything. But look, you are not worth 45 mil, man. You are worth less than what Derek Carr just got. Okay, and you might be a little bit more than what Geno got. Okay, so I'm gonna just tell you right now. Imagine if you was a Saints fan and you was worrying about going there over there and trying to pay Daniel Jones, man. I mean, look, both of these quarterbacks that just got paid, Geno Smith and Daniel Jones, Derek Carr is better than. Like you gotta. Let's just be honest here. Look, you gotta be as a Saints fan have a deep exhale about yourself and say, man, my Saints finally look. They did this thing. They got me calmed down, man. Like we good. We back in business now. After all we started this off season with, we didn't have a draft pick going into this off season. We didn't have a first round draft pick, guys. We didn't have a quarterback going into this off season, guys. We got a quarterback now. Like you got to be excited about
You
what
gotta
Mickey
like this
Loomis has done.
offseason. We didn't
You
do shit. Look, last year offseason was nice. Jarvis Landry, Matthews, but they were not. Let me tell you something. The quarterback position is the most important position on the
yes,
team. When you get a splash with the quarterback position, that if you're not excited by that, something wrong. You guys got excited by Jameis freaking Winston, crab legs.
yeah.
Y'all thought that crab legs can lead y'all to the promised land. I've been telling y'all, I rooted for crab legs. And it just, I just, after that game against what it was, EJ was throwing all them interceptions.
Oh,
I
you
was
talking
like,
about the Bucks game, man? The
oh
Bucks
my
game.
God,
You talking
oh my
about that
God.
Bucks game, man? It got bad up in there, bro. It got real bad.
Oh,
Hey, man, look, Chris, let me answer your question real quick, man. Look, to answer that, we do play the Raiders and the Denver Broncos in 2024. So get your popcorn ready in 2024 because I think Derek Carr is
he
gonna be
gonna light
ready.
him up.
He gonna light them boys up, and I think we gonna be ready to light Sean Payton up in 2024. I can't wait for that.
And then what I'm gonna tell you what I like about this year's schedule. Um, we haven't had a schedule this week in years.
Yes.
It's been years since the
It
Saints.
reminds me of the Eagles' schedule this past year. That's what it reminds me of.
Oh,
I'm just saying, man, we win enough games, we can find ourselves like the Eagles were. I'm telling you. I'm just telling y'all, it's not impossible to go ahead and win your division in this weak division that we're in, and to go ahead and get good in the playoffs. Anything can happen in the playoffs, man. And Chris, I agree with you on Jarvis Landry. Maybe think about that. Think about that. That's a good thought. Yeah, yeah, but more than anything, the Saints need to think about in this offseason, running back, defensive end. These are the two biggest positions that need to be
if
thought
we're
about.
gonna go if we're gonna go in free agents, I'm very intrigued with Leonard Fournette. I think that him being from New Orleans,
Woo! I'm
and I
glad you
think
brought that up.
yes,
I'm glad you brought that up, man. I would love that to see Big Leonard
pull it
Fournette.
down into to Kamara's back. He would be the focal point. Then you get Kamara and him having that 1-2 punch,
Yeah,
and then you throw the rookie in there, Tajay Spears, as that
yeah.
third, as
I would
that
love it.
here.
I would love it.
Tajay would be that Darren Sproles, that Reggie Bush for us, and then you will have that Mike Bell and that Pierre
Yes,
Thomas.
I would
Yes,
love it. I would love it.
you go back to
I
that
would
kind of
love it.
stuff.
I would love that, man. Doggone. Look, Saints fans, that's the biggest thing, though. We got to go ahead and think about, running back, and running back should be solved more so in the draft, and defensive line needs to be solved in the draft. I like that you brought up that Nolan Smith, man. That's a dog. That's a
That's a
dog right there.
dog. Look. I thought if we didn't get no Derek Carr, we would have to go straight up quarterback. I think quarterback can wait to the second round. I think that same quarterback is going to be there in the second and third round. I really believe he's going to be there. And I just think that Nolan Smith is a game changer. I think that's a guy that can help on that defensive line. The Saints are getting old in the defensive line. So we're gonna have to, we're gonna probably lose Davenport. So that Nolan Smith can cover us losing Davenport. Okay.
Hey man,
So
I want to say this too. I saw this on Twitter. Shout out to Big Cam, the Glam Jordan. Yeah, he's always recruiting, and he tagged Mr. Anyamata in a post and said, "Hey, big dog, you coming back?" Anyamata said, "Man, I'm still under contract, man. I'm coming back to my team, man. I'm coming back to NOLA, bro. Doggone, he wants to be back here on the Saints football team, and guess what? I
And
want
that's
him
a big
back.
signing for the Saints. If we can get Anyamata back,
I want him back.
Who's Your Mama, man, bring Who's Your Mama back to the team. Anyamata is that Nigerian nightmare that you
Yes,
got in between. I love the dude. I would hate to see him move on. The fact that we groomed him, and I would hate to see him move on, especially
yes,
watching the Falcons or somebody pick him up, okay? Because you
yes,
got to remember that the Falcons GM was in our. I'm afraid that Marcus Davenport is probably going to go to the Falcons, okay? Because you got you got to remember the guy who drafted him, who drafted him with Mickey, is over there in Atlanta. So
yeah,
we
yeah.
we got to be very there's like I said, there's a couple of guys I'm looking at wide receiver that I think the Saints, like the former LSU Tiger who played over there in Jacksonville,
DJ
DJ
Chark.
Chark. I think DJ Chark would be a great.
Hey, I saw
He'll be
something
an
too.
upgrade. He'll be an upgrade over Jarvis Landry.
I saw something on Instagram, man. I saw he liked the Derek Carr pickup. So I mean, there might be something there, man. It might be something there. I would love to have DJ Chark back, man. Doggone, that was electrifying.
And somebody tell me this: don't rule out Leonard Fournette coming to the Saints with Tyrann Matthews being being that recruiter
Being back home,
from LSU. Yeah. Don't rule that out. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
And don't rule out Jarvis Landry signing back with the Saints.
Yeah.
Because I don't think his market is going to be as big because he got injured last year.
Yeah.
He's not going to get much money out there. I wouldn't be surprised him running it back with the Saints. What would he fit, EJ? Let's just be honest.
I can't pick a team right now. I couldn't definitively tell you a team that would just say, hey, let's go get Jarvis, and then two, where he would fit at. And then Jarvis, quite honestly, I think he likes the Derek Carr pickup. I would like the Derek Carr pickup, And Mookie, I'm glad you brought up Caden Ellis. Caden Ellis, I would love to have him back.
That is a need.
Yes, I would love to have him back, man. Alongside with Pete Werner on that linebacking core with DeMario, that would be great. He really grew last year, and doggone, it's a luxury to have all of these guys because injuries happen, and you would like to be loaded on that linebacking core. You don't want to sit there and you get thin right there. So Caden Ellis, man, Saints, do what you got to do to bring him back, man. I think this cap, by the way, too, Saints fans, this cap process is going so well. We are assume I give it about next week we should be under the cap. So I've been hearing reports from Nick Underhill, and he's been talking about how
shout out to Nick.
Yeah, this year has been a lot better as far as moving under the cap than it was last season. So this should be a lot easier for us to be back where we need to be under that cap, and it's so funny to watch these, these reporters talk about, man, how can the Saints, do this? How can they get money every year, man? Look, Kai Harley, man, y'all don't know about him, man, but Kai Harley be working his butt off in that.
Well, let me make the Saints fans laugh. Old Gilligan gonna have to give up number 4. He gonna get paid. He gonna go. Our opponent gonna get some little money, because Carter got his contract, so you gonna want his jersey.
Hey, look,
Gilligan, you're not holding.
Blake, man, I'm gonna need you, bro. Get out that jersey.
Let me get that out you, Blake.
Let me get your cornbread, bro.
We love you, Blake. I don't know what you gonna wear, number 9 or so. I don't know. We know he can't wear number 9.
No, he definitely can't wear 9.
He can't wear number 9. So what we're gonna give you, Blake? You gonna have to wear number 11 or something.
Let him wear number 1 or something. I'll go. Hey, look, number 3. No, Will.
He can't have number 1.
No, yeah, he can't have Callaway. Well, look, I'm be honest with you, Callaway might not be on his team, man. I don't know, man. Traquan too. I don't
Well,
know about
only
Traquan either.
I don't know. I don't know. Like I said, I think that Callaway went down. His progression went down when Andy Dalton became the quarterback. Okay, like I said, Andy was staring down Chris Olave and Shaheed. He wasn't really going at nobody but them and maybe Jawan Johnson. Okay, so now you got a guy who got a big arm. You know, I don't know. He's cheap. Callaway is not an expensive wide receiver.
Yeah,
We're not bringing back Traquan Smith. They let Traquan Smith walk, so
yeah.
he's a free agent. So we're not gonna have to worry about Traquan dropping the goddamn ball no more. Okay. Yeah, and Traquan, I know you're gonna be upset with me because you done came on this
Yeah,
channel,
we done had you on the panel,
and we
man.
give you nothing but respect because we still love you, brother. You know what I'm saying? But
Mookie Deontay is gonna be gone. Shaheed took his spot. He took his spot, man. Look, I'm gonna be honest with you, Deontay. We loved what you provided for New Orleans for many years, but
only if he want to come back. If he want to come back just to be a role player, you want to come back. I don't.
I can't see it
But
because
I
Chris
don't see him coming back. I don't
Olave
see him coming back.
and Shaheed has really took like opened the offense up for us. I mean, he wouldn't be able to get the ball, with those two guys, and then Kamara always demands the ball out the backfield, so it would be very hard for him to get any type of numbers with us at all. So I just can't see a scenario where Deontay is coming back. But like I said, I'm sure he's gonna be good with somebody else, though. I don't doubt.
Now, I want to bring this up to you. What did you think about Cameron Brake? He was released. Cameron Brake was released by the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. That's another option for the Saints at tight end. And Cameron Brake was big for Tom Brady. What you think about him being with Derek Carr?
Hey, look, I still want Jawan Johnson back. I still
No,
want
I
Jawan.
know, but I'm saying, upgrading this other tight ends that we got on this football team
Well,
with these
look,
dudes.
you have Jawan, and I believe the Saints gonna bring Jawan back. Um, I'm sitting there and I'm looking at what's that boy name?
Nick Vernette.
Not Vanette. Because that's our blocker. He's
Well, I
definitely
think the other
strictly
boy is a
blocking.
better blocker and
I'm
tight end.
talking about 82. That we just gotten. That he's kind of been
I don't think
playing.
I'm ready to get rid of him. I think he's
I'm not
coming
I'm
on.
not ready to get rid of him, but I do want somebody to compete with him this offseason.
Right.
Cameron Brate will be a good guy to go ahead and try to compete with him, to push him to go ahead to.
Yeah, because he could be the blocker, and we can let Vernette go because he's a little older.
Yeah, Vanette's getting older. Yeah, so I would. That's a good pickup for Vanette. Yeah. Now I like what you said there on that. There was something else I was trying to go ahead and get into too. Um, man. Who I can't think of it. I'm gonna get back to it. But Trotman, Mookie. I'm,
Trotman,
I'm
yeah,
glad I'm
Trotman.
glad I'm glad you brought up Trotman.
Trotman Ben Jenke.
Look, yeah, Trotman got to figure it out, man. He's look. Jawan
I
is
thought it was
coming.
catching on in the last part of the season. I thought it was catching on.
I thought he was too, but at the same time, he reminds me of Kobe Fleener. You remember how that worked out?
You brought
Look.
up Kobe fan.
Because look, man, I don't want to see another Kobe Fleener out there, man. I want to see Trump go ahead and be the guy that we hyped him up to be, and he's got the ability to do it, and it's amazing, that Jawan came around and we wasn't even looking at Jawan like that. And Jawan came around and took over the spot like that. So Trump needs somebody that's gonna push him on the back end, because I think he's sitting comfortable at that number 2 spot at tight end. Cameron Brate will be a good pickup at
Are
that
we
number 2
kicking
spot.
the can on Andrews Pete? Are we kicking the can on Andrews Pete?
I would think about it. Look,
I think
Andrews
I'm
needs
hearing
to
a
stay
lot of.
healthy. Andrews needs to stay healthy, man. I'm tired of him every damn year.
No,
He got
I think
something
they're
going
kicking the
on.
can on him, bro. I think he's gonna be. His salary is too high. He's not
Yeah,
available,
yeah.
and you got to think about it. You just signed back. I can't think of the guy name. One of them big guys they
You
signed
talking
back.
about Throckmorton?
Mercury.
Yeah,
So that's telling me that they're gonna probably draft another guy
yeah.
and move on. And then you already got Trevor Penning, and you got a couple of other guys, Caesar Reed, or I think they're going in another direction. I think they're gonna
I
get rid of
I
Andrew
wouldn't
Speed.
I wouldn't be mad at it. I mean, look, it's amazing to me how he makes the Pro Bowl damn near every year because he stays injured. I don't understand it. I don't know what the hell the fans be voting or what. They just get him in there because he's
how
not
do
healthy.
how do Andrew Speed keep making a Pro Bowl?
I don't know. I really
Every time
I
when the Saints are winning, they make the Andrew Speed makes the Pro Bowl.
yeah, it's crazy. But man, let me say this too about these Bucks, man. I done finally got what I was thinking about. Hey man, I hate to throw more salt on the fire, Bucks fans, but I saw some posts about Devin White, man. Devin White's been making a lot of controversial posts about how he's might be leaving. Hey man,
Well,
hey,
Levante Davis is already gone.
yeah. So I'm just
The
saying,
Bucks,
man.
the Bucks are about to go back to the
Hey,
Yuccaneers.
that's
And
ship sinking, man.
Bucks Skull, I know you came in early, brother, and I know you support the channel, but you about to go back to being the Yuccaneers. You about to be the Sucks again.
hey, hey, that ship is sinking fast, man. It's looking bad out there. I don't think they can fire the cannons anymore, man. It's looking real bad. I don't know. Look, I'm gonna be realistic here. The only team I'm looking, well, I'm gonna say I'm gonna still look at the Falcons because the Falcons always
They got a
they,
good running game.
they're always gonna be you're gonna play the Saints hard, but more than them, the Panthers are gonna be a team to watch under the Saints in this division. The Panthers have a lot of young guys that can really be good if they develop them right and they get a quarterback. That's
I
going
think their quarterback is Andy Dalton until the rookie is developed. Not Andy Dalton.
Sam Darnold.
Sam Donald.
Yeah,
Sam Donald until their quarterback is developed. I think Sam Donald came on, and at the end of the year, if you've seen him, he played much better after being benched by Baker Mayfield. He has actually came on. I think they're going to make a bridge for him to give over to the rookie, whatever rookie they're going to draft. I think they're going to draft the rookie out of the University of Kentucky. I think that's who they're going to end up with.
yeah, it makes sense. I like now if it's not Will Levis, it could be Anthony Richardson.
Anthony Richardson.
Yeah, it could be
Because
Anthony
they had
Richardson.
that kind of Cam Newton guy.
Yeah, that's exactly why I said Anthony Richardson. He's a
I
Cam
sure hope
Newton
not.
type. I hope not
I would
too.
rather Will Levis instead of
Yeah,
Cam, dealing with that cat.
yeah, I know because
I would
that
rather
boy can
Will
move.
Levis instead of dealing with Anthony Richardson, him being that big. You know what I'm saying? Because
That's basically putting Jalen Hurts in your division. That's I ain't gonna lie. That's gonna cause some headaches right there. Mike Giesky, Chris, I'm glad you brought that up too. Mike Giesky is another tight end that's out there.
Well, I
That's
like him out of Miami. I like
yeah,
him.
very very interesting. Very interesting. That would be somebody I would like the Saints to go.
Now we're gonna need Derek Carr to do some of his due diligence because they saying that he wanted to sign with the Saints so he can start luring some of his guys.
Go ahead and recruit. Go ahead and recruit, Derek. Go ahead. And look, I don't think a lot of you Saints fans realize a lot of people like Derek Carr, man. A lot of these players around the
Pro
league,
Bowl. When he went to the Pro Bowl, he was well liked.
yes, they like
You don't
Derek
think
Carr.
they talk at the Pro Bowl?
Yes. I'm really interested to see what Derek Carr, who he targets and who he recruits, for us because that carries weight. We just saw Michael Thomas get hella happy that Derek Carr is playing quarterback for the New Orleans Saints. So I'm sure he is not the only guy in the receiving market that's like, hey, maybe I want to go ahead and play over there in New Orleans,
Oh, there it is, Darren Waller. Darren Waller.
Chris, man. Hey, man. Darren
Waller.
Hey. He was taking over there.
Edie, I'm going to mute the mic. I got to go over to that mechanic shop and ask him something, but you keep it going.
Go ahead, man. But look, man, hey, Chris, that's a great point, man. Darren Waller, man, Hey, he was. I remember a point when we lost. Wasn't too long ago when we lost to Derek Carr and the Raiders twice, and Darren Waller was the biggest reason why we lost to the Las Vegas Raiders. So I wouldn't be in mind go ahead and looking over there as well, man. Like I said, man, running back, defensive line, that needs to be your two top priorities. But after that, tight end, yes, you want to look at tight end. You want to look at O-line as well, and maybe receiver. I'm not too worried about receiver as a lot of you may be. Like I said, because Michael Thomas is coming back, man. I love what I saw for receiver Shaheed. Chris Olave is a damn dog, So I like what we got going on as far as receivers go. Um, but yeah, man, doggone that. Like I said, man, Darren Waller is a guy I would keep my eye on it. And Derek Carr and Darren Waller got history together, man. So hey, I would be all in for it, man. Like I said, Saints fans, man, you got to be ecstatic to hear that news this morning that we got him. We got us a quarterback. Even if it's not the guy that you wanted, at least it's somebody that's a damn starting quarterback in this league and not some damn scrub that you're trying to put at quarterback to go ahead and pass time. A lot of y'all thought, y'all had this concept, and shout out to Nick on here on this thought, man, because he was right on this. Man, a lot of y'all was sitting there talking about how, hey, which y'all we should go ahead and lose to go ahead and get Caleb Williams. Let me tell y'all something, man. Y'all not getting Caleb Williams. You're not about to get Caleb Williams, man. Doggone, the league is already cracking down on teams that are trying to purposely lose. And why do you want to be that franchise that's trying to lose to go get a guy that you don't even know that might translate well in the NFL? Don't get me wrong. Caleb Williams is doing hella well in college football. One of the great quarterbacks today in college football. But do I know 100% that he's going to go ahead and give me a Super Bowl one day? No, I don't know that for sure, man. Okay, look, you're not about to sell me on that damn dream, Hey, man, we got Mr. Nas in the damn house, man. We got Nas, man. How you feeling, boy? How is you feeling that your team got a damn QB1, man? How you feeling, man?
Oh, I already know. I said, man, us get a Derek Carr. Super Bowl land. Super Bowl land. Hey, and for you delusional crybaby Saints fans, whining and crying, talking about, oh, well, I just signed back Andy Dalton and signed back Jameis Winston and just take another. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. I'd rather Derek Carr. I'd rather my quarterback room be filled with Derek Carr, Taysom Hill, and our future franchise quarterback than ever see them two faces again. What's wrong with y'all? Because I'd rather a proven quarterback, also a vet system quarterback who know our system and our future franchise quarterback in the same room together. Right. What is wrong with y'all? Right. What is wrong with y'all? Right. Y'all just like, oh, Derek Carr's a scrub. Last time I checked, you tell me one quarterback in NFL history that has ever in their history, ever being drafted since the year they got drafted, lead the whole NFL in all quarterbacks in fourth quarter drives and fourth quarter comeback wins. And throwing four straight 4K seasons under 6 different head coaches.
There you go.
You name me a quarterback that's ever dealt with that. Could you say in comparison that's Jameis like? Yes, to an extent. Because guess what? Jameis had talent. He had talent similar to Derek Carr. Mm-hmm. He had a Darren Waller. A Hunter Renfrow. Jameis had a Cameron Brate, a Mike Evans. But guess what? He didn't have. He had a high-name head coach who had no honest confidence in him. Mm-hmm. Same thing with Derek Carr. Jameis Winston, same thing. Both of them had, arguably with, Bruce Arians being a possible Hall of Fame head coach one day, who never wanted the guy. Same thing with Sean Payton. who never wanted him, obviously shown, tried to, But for you Winston fans sitting out there, jig is up. Your karma's coming. Your karma's here. I've been on you Winston fans' necks. All y'all talk, all that stuff, made all this about skin color when it was all a business decision.
Yeah.
Now look at you. Like Dank said, looking like a bunch of earth, looking all stupid. That's your ass butt. Looking at you. They're looking all sad, like, Winston, no, shut up.
Hey,
Teddy Doodoo Water 2.0. Seamus Winston.
No,
Get the heck out of here. Get him out of here. Him and Andy Dalton. Him and Red Baron. Him and Red Baron Rifle.
Oh, the Red Rifle. Oh, the Red Rifle, man.
Red Baron Rifle. He can go with him, too.
I'm so glad.
He can go to Washington with him.
I'm so glad that we don't have to see Andy Dalton drop back.
Guess what? And guess what? You ain't finna pay him that 2 years, $16 million deal. Because you already got Taysom Hill and you got Derek Carr tied for money.
Yup.
You got $190 million to two quarterbacks.
Yup.
So
look, I'm gonna say this, man. Look, I know you saw this morning, and I know another thing that people were talking about was, okay, the Saints are probably going to put themselves in hell. They're going to put themselves in cap hell, and they're going to break the bank over Derek Carr. Did you see the contract that the Saints pulled off for Derek Carr? What a
4 years, $150 million. That is not bad. That is not bad. For our situation, that is not bad.
Yes.
We literally got over the cap. Only thing is we was just a mil left over the cap. I kept trace with the numbers. I literally kept trace. After they restructured Dede and Taysom's contracts, you added up, what was that? 12.7 mil. They said 12.7 mil minus what? 13.7?
Mm-hmm.
That left us $1 million left over the cap. Yep. $1 million. I'm like, that's easy cake.
That's easy.
All you got easy.
Hey man, last season you know how hard we were struggling to try to get under the cap. You know how easy it is this season, man. We don't even got to worry about the cap no more, bro. This is Kai Harley working his magic as he always
Money
does.
Mickey too. Mickey too.
Mickey Loomis, man.
Them two together is the biggest money mobsters in the league.
Yes,
you name me a vice president and a GM who knows how to work numbers better than Money Mickey and Kai Harley put together.
Yes, sir.
Name me.
There you go.
Nada. They make cap hell look like easy kill playground play.
Right, man. It's crazy, man. I hate to be a Jets fan right now, man. I would really hate to be a and sitting there like, damn, man, we really tried to sit here and we tried to really drive up this man's confidence and say, hey, Derek Carr's a Hall of Famer and you can do all of this in New York, and all of this. And guess what? Now you don't got a quarterback right now, man. It's sad.
Nah. You gotta either trade for one or go in free agency. If I'm them, either you get Jimmy G, or that's not gonna work.
No,
possibly work. Only reason I see that it was a possibility is because the head coach is Jimmy G's former defensive coordinator from San Francisco.
Yeah.
The only two teams I see getting Jimmy G are Miami and Vegas. You want to know why? Familiarity. Because those are his two former team offensive coordinators. Mike McDaniel, former San Francisco offensive coordinator, head coach. Josh McDaniel, his former Patriots offensive coordinator, head coach.
Right.
It's about familiarity with quarterbacks.
Yeah. Now, Nas, could you imagine, man? Could you imagine the Saints come out of this free agent this season and we end up bringing in Baker Mayfield, man, and we bring in, Jimmy G.
Oh, Baker Mayfield, keep him in LA. Keep him in LA. He's better with Matthew Stafford, which is a good fit for him
Yeah,
because you got
and
a
you know
Hall of
what,
Fame head coach in
Baker
Sean
is,
McVay.
yeah, he's doing a great thing for his career right now, staying behind, Matthew Stafford to where he can develop himself. And Matthew Stafford is on his way out to the league. He's got maybe 2 years max, 2 to 3 years left in the league,
Two
man. So,
years.
so
He
I'm,
got 2 years left.
I'm just saying, man, like Baker Mayfield can revive his career in LA, man. And
Mm-hmm.
look, I'm just glad he's not reviving his career in New Orleans. I'm gonna just tell you that. I'm gonna just tell you that right now, man. Look, I, as a Saints fan, man, you cannot be any more ecstatic than the way they just handled this process because now you know what you have to do going forward. Now you know you have to go ahead and get your D line ready. You have to go ahead and get you some fill some holes at running back, because Alvin Kamara's going through his situation and everything. Now you can be able to fix the other things. People don't realize how hard it is to get a quarterback in this league, man. We just saw Geno Smith. Geno Smith has just got paid. And look, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm happy for Geno. Okay, I'm very happy for him. But is Geno really worth all that money? Look, it just goes to show how
Ooh, how
expensive.
you looking at the contract right now? 3 years, 105 mil.
Yeah,
He earned it. He
yeah,
earned it.
yeah.
He earned that money.
But it goes to show how expensive how expensive it is to get a quarterback in this league because a quarterback is the most important position in your league right now. Nobody can win without a quarterback. Okay, that's just what it is. You know,
And it's the new CBA too.
yeah,
Player, they make 50% more money
yeah,
on their CBA contracts.
yeah,
Watch this. It's gonna go to 60 to 70. They're gonna be making money like baseball players
yeah.
in the future. The CBA is just gonna go strictly higher. It ain't gonna go no lower.
Exactly. Imagine too, and this is how good the Saints fans need to realize that they have it. Imagine too, okay, we could be the Rams right now, where the Rams giving up Bobby Wagner, they giving up Allen Robinson, they're giving up all their top players to
Potentially a
free
bad
agency, man.
situation.
I mean, it's crazy. That like Saints fans don't realize that we still have our core. We still have Marshawn Lattimore. We still have Cameron Jordan. We still have Alvin Kamara.
MG.
We still have Michael Thomas. We still have all our boys.
And Michael Thomas, you saw how happy he was on Twitter. Thank you, Jesus. He wasn't taking no shot. And for you Winston fans, he wasn't sleep. He wasn't taking
He
a full
wasn't taking
shot
a
at
shot,
Jameis.
but he knows he needs a quarterback, man. He
He
knows
said,
he needs a
"Man, I
quarterback.
want me an actual proven quarterback, a
Yes,
top tier."
yes,
Jameis is a elite tier quarterback. He is, but not at the level Derek Carr is.
yes.
Derek Carr is a different breed quarterback. That man is a winning quarterback
He's a
on a
winning
pitiful
quarterback.
organization.
Look, he played for a terrible organization, man, and that
A
is sad.
pitiful, immature front office.
It's sad that we have to explain this to a lot of fans out here that and you know what? It's all about going to search and watching highlights and really finding out on your own about a player. Because people
Y'all
don't.
better be careful. Y'all better be careful. Too much positive about Derek Carr and too much positivity about the Saints. Y'all better be careful because
And I don't care. I ain't worried about it. They can cry river.
I just noticed because you see, let me tell you something. I have never seen so much hatred when it comes down to the see. I think I'm telling a fib. I have seen so much hatred because when the Saints see what you learn about Saints fans when they winning, everybody's a Saints fan.
Right.
When they losing, everybody start talking crap about the Saints.
Yup.
They love you when they winning and they hate you when they lose.
Yup. They jump ship real quick, man. They jump ship, man. Look, let me say this too for the last time about Jameis Winston. Look, man, Jameis, this organization gonna take care of you, man. I do want to say that, and let me say this too. I don't know if y'all looked at the HBCU, bowl,
I
but
saw that.
he got interviewed, and he was saying, and he was telling the broadcasters, he was like, "Hey, I still I still under contract with you on this. Oh no! Oh no! Look!
I said he done shot his own. He shot his whole foot. He shot both his knees, his shins, and his ankles down with that one. You out of here! You did pass strike 3 and pass ball 4. You is out of here.
Y'all breaking the heart of many Jameis disciples, man.
I don't care. That's what they get. They talk all they know is talking about him being the guy.
And they're going to cry in the car. The Jameis disciples are going to cry in the car.
They mad at Jameis this thing.
Our guy.
Oh, shut up, you Winston fans. Y'all did all that skin color making it about when y'all did it with Jamison Drew, Jamison Taysom. Told you, your karma's gonna catch you. Yeah, look what y'all did with Teddy Duty Water. Jameis Winston. Now look at you, looking like a bunch of herbals got the bombs. But
I told them if Deshaun Watson would have became a New Orleans Saints, I wouldn't have had no complaint.
And guess what's funny about that?
Funny though, you know what's funny about that, guys? Is look,
Jameis knew. Jameis even knew.
If Deshaun would have became the Saints quarterback, you wouldn't have heard no Saints fan talking about Jameis Winston. That's how funny this is. That's how funny it is.
No. Let me tell you something. Y'all talking about that. If we didn't end up with Lamar Jackson, there would have been no celebration for Jameis Winston. No. Like, I want y'all to understand this. We didn't end up with Geno Smith. They would have fell in love with bro. I took Geno over Jameis.
Oh my God! Yes.
Not Geno, man. Not Geno.
Yes.
Look what Geno Smith has done for the Seattle Seahawks. Look what he has done, man.
Rejuvenated his career.
Changed his whole career around.
Yep.
Exactly. And he sat under, and guess what he did? He sat under a future Hall of Fame quarterback in Russell Wilson for 3 years. 3 years as a vet quarterback. Look what happened.
You got to realize, sitting under these guys, you learn something. Doing all that sitting behind these great quarterbacks, you learn something, man.
You learn right then and there.
Right.
Sitting under great quarterbacks helps you.
Yes. And that's why I want these Saints, man. See, I know we got Derek. I know we got him, and I'm glad now. But still give a look at Hendon, man. Still give him a look. Go after him, man. Because Hendon would do great. He would do really great sitting under a guy like Derek Carr, man. I would love it for him, man.
I'll take Hendon Hooker. I'll say, hey.
I'll tell you. Hendon Hooker is going to be an excellent future for the New Orleans Saints. Like I told you, it's Hendon Hooker. There's a couple of young quarterbacks. Max Duggan. I would like to see a kid like Max Duggan. If we didn't get Hendon Hooker some kind of way, I wouldn't mind a kid
Max
like
Duggan, Darren Hall.
Darren Hall. There's a lot of guys who can sit for 4 years and learn under Derek Carr.
Yeah.
Okay? And there's a guy who's like 6'6". Who's the quarterback that's like 6 what that young man is like 6'6", big tall quarterback out of Stanford.
Tanner Mackey.
Yeah. Here's another kid I'll let sit under Carr.
I'm not gonna lie. Tanner Mackey is a sleeper.
McKee.
Yeah.
What about old boy? What about old boy from Michigan? Michigan quarterback.
What you doing? Jason in the house?
I gotta see more.
C-Mac little brother. Little brother.
I know who you talking about.
Yeah.
I gotta see a little bit more with him. I gotta see a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
Jason said the Saints made. He said, "What y'all doing?" The Saints made a step in the right direction, but still got a lot of work to do. And ain't win shit yet. But let's see how they build the team around Carr. Yeah, you are so right.
Jason.
Oh, that's easy too.
Well, Jason, that's what we talking about in here. Look, we not flying off the rail and just celebrating the Super Bowl just because we got Derek Carr now. Okay, we saying this is the first step into go ahead and improving this football team. This is the first step in putting us in the right direction and where we need to be going forward and being competitive and being a playoff football team. You know, so I look. The first part of your process is making sure you got a quarterback. Now we got one. Now going forward, now you go ahead and fill those positions of need, and now we can do that, man. And all going, you got to be at least happy for that part that you're in a position to go ahead and fill other positions. You know, because
Pass rush,
yeah,
linebackers, safety in the future, because
yeah,
Honey Badger's gonna retire soon.
yeah,
Didi gonna retire soon. Cause who you gonna have? Who you
yeah.
gonna have when Didi retired? You can't just have Pete Werner take the heat for everything.
Right,
You gotta
right.
get us with that second round pick, that 2024 second round pick. I'll use that to get our linebacker. I'll use that to get our second linebacker in the second round. Cause guess what? Remember, we got Pete Werner out the second round with the 28th pick.
Yeah. Nah, let me ask you this too. You got can you check the Pelicans score for me, man? Can you check the Pelicans for me, man? How they doing tonight, man? I know they got their game going on. We've been talking about Derek Carr for about an hour and 25 minutes on this live, man.
They probably lose.
How they doing tonight, man? We we got to check in on them, man.
Jonas is available tonight.
Okay, okay.
He's available tonight, and the game just started. From what I'm seeing,
It just started. Okay. I
yeah.
just
So
had
we got our. So we could talk a little bit before we so y'all can get back to the Pelicans game. Well, as far as the Pelicans go, y'all, it's all about availability. It's all about being healthy, and the Pelicans. Let's just be no. I mean, let's just be honest. The Pelicans are not going to be a successful team until they start getting their players. Okay, that's just like any basketball team. It's all about availability, and it is what it is. So, what do you think about these Pelicans?
Hey man, these Pelicans, man, need to go ahead and just get healthy. Okay, they've been
Get
holding their
healthy.
own. They've been holding their own, and doggone, I'm not gonna lie, they've been going through a little stretch of hard games. But let's just be honest, Pelicans fans. Okay, y'all, let's not go off the rail here. We're about to hit the easiest part of our schedule. You're about to start seeing games like the Rockets. You're about to start seeing the Charlotte Hornets. You're about to start seeing very easy teams come up. So the Pelicans can win these games, okay? The Pelicans could go on a run, okay, and find themselves back in the playoffs. The Pelicans are fine right now. They are right where they need to be in the West. Okay, they're literally a win or two away for getting like right back to a fifth or even a damn sixth seed. You know, so
Mm-hmm.
like the Pelicans are
We
okay.
just missing Zion. We just
Right.
missing
They just
Zion.
mentioned
That's
Zion.
all.
And Zion is from what I'm hearing now, don't I'm still, watching out for Zion. If Zion
He
can come
come
back,
back.
he comes back this either this week or next week. I'm telling y'all,
Ball
watch out.
game.
Watch
Ball
out.
game.
I'm telling
Ball
y'all,
game.
it's
Playoffs
over with.
again.
Look, and I know a lot of y'all scared of KD and the Suns, but the Suns have not scared me because the Suns don't have a bench. They don't have a bench, man. So if you can stop that big four that they have, you got it. That's all you got to go through in Phoenix, man. I'm not
And
scared of the
Let's
Phoenix,
be
Suns.
they
honest.
just gonna bump.
EJ, let's be honest. When the first time you ever heard Nasir mic sound this good?
Hey, hey, Don, I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. You came on here well with it today, man. I like it, man. We need you on here like that, man. I appreciate it, man.
You mean I ain't had to make fun of you one time? I kind of missed the little. Oh my
Oh
goodness.
man,
Yeah,
man.
but what a night, y'all, Pelican fans. What a night to be a Saints fan. I know you guys. I know we're gonna have negative people. You know what I'm saying. I know And Jason, thank you for being so real on the page. There are so many people that are so negative, not even giving this guy a chance. They're not even giving Derek Carr a chance, and I think that's the problem with a lot of Saints fans.
Oh, and that's sad too. And you know what's funny about that? You got 5 key players on our team, 5 leaders of our team, who openly, instantly gave Derek Carr open arms.
Say that,
MT out his own mouth. MT, Alante Taylor, Chris Harris,
yes,
Cam,
yes,
and who else? Who else was it?
True, I saw Olave post a Florida Lee on there. Man,
Chris Olave.
Man, look.
That tells you something. Yes. Anytime you got 5 or more players that happily open a player and open arms, and those who do it quietly, that tells you something. They love the dude. They've been watching him. They've been watching that dude. Like, this ain't no scrub.
At the Pro Bowl, Cam Jordan was doing his recruiting, and he was talking about how much he would love to have this guy, and he was
MT did his recruiting
what about New Orleans and stuff like that. So we knew that like I said, this guy here gets to stay in a dome stadium. He gets to who's better than the Who Dat Nation? You know, a fan base like that on your side. Yep. He know what it felt like to go against their fans screaming at him in that dome. He know what it felt like. He wanted to be a part of this atmosphere.
Yeah, that's 100% correct, man.
And they don't want a Derek Carr the heck out of here. Y'all want to base a freaking 24-0 game against us.
They want to Baker Mayfield.
Man, Baker Mayfield, you better stay in LA. Lamar Jackson, that ain't happening because he won $300 million, which is crazy. And Atlanta's trying to jump in just to try to avoid sucking again. Like they always do.
Yeah.
They didn't do it under Matty Ice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just don't want them to luck up and get Lamar Jackson.
Yeah.
They ain't getting them. They better stay sold on Desmond Riddler. He just got a whole year under the system. It's time you start your future.
Atlanta is definitely jealous of the Saints. And let me tell you something. We all need to be rooting for Baltimore to find a way to keep Lamar Jackson so we can keep
Lamar Jackson. Man,
he's
Baltimore, y'all better pay that man.
They gonna give him the exclusive. They gonna give him a tag and they're gonna give him the exclusive. Then they're not gonna just let him hit that open market like that if they can't pay him.
He not trying to hit. That's the thing. Lamar not trying to hit that. He said either I get my money or I'm out of here to get my money elsewhere. He let him know. You better get exactly. You ain't got my money. I'm out of here, Baltimore, and you can find another similar quarterback or running back with Huntley, who's been sitting under me.
Chris, man, look, they had their chance, man. Y'all went to the Super Bowl and doggone blew
it. That Falcons 28 to what 3?
And that was the whole rigged Super Bowl. We all know. That whole Super Bowl was rigged.
Y'all know it's crazy. Derek Carr's birthday is March.
You know how that is
with
Brady.
Rigged nothing. Atlanta lost.
Derek Carr's birthday is March 28th. Y'all know that?
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's March 28th. Ain't that something? 3/28. Ain't that something? It was meant to be, man. It was meant to be.
Oh, I know Laddie Daddy sitting there like, boy, this happened. This is a good day.
For those in the chat, we had a lively chat earlier. But those in the chat, remember to hit that like button. Remember to also share this video. We will be coming on a lot more than we was. There's a lot more moves to be made. We're going to be going through the free agent buzz. Trust me, this is not the only Saints move that's going to be made. Right. I believe that the Saints are going all in to trying to win the Super Bowl because they wouldn't have done this to go get a Derek Carr they're not just going to go pick up a Derek Carr and just lay their eggs. I believe that the Saints are going to make more moves. What you think?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, this ain't
and
it.
People
like
saying where they gonna get the money. This is the way they're gonna get the money. They must don't know Mickey Loomis.
Yeah, this was not the only move. I'm telling y'all, this was just the biggest domino to fall. The Saints got a lot more moves to make in this offseason. This is just the most important one. And guess what, man? You can exhale for now, Saints fans. But the Saints in these are trying to become competitive again, be a playoff football team, and hopefully position themselves again to be a Super Bowl contender. Go ahead,
I
now.
believe.
I know one move. I know one move.
And where the real Saints fans at? Where the real Saints fans at? Because let me tell you something. Y'all got to stop all these people out here who out here negative about the Saints. I want to hear the real Saints fans who went through the trenches when they first came here, the ones who battled with the bags on their heads, the ones who went through the Jim Mara days, the ones who went through the Bum Phillip days, the Tom Fair days, the ones who went through Mike Dicker days, who went through Jim Haslett days. I want to know where the real Saints fans were at, because
Jim
during
Mora.
the time when we were bad, during the times where Peyton Manning, when Sean Payton went 7-9 for 3 straight years.
I can't.
Where the real Saints fans at?
I can't stop thinking about that Jim Mora interview when he called the Saints diddly poo.
That is my favorite, funniest moment that you
coulda, woulda, shoulda.
We're shaking in, we're getting ass kicked. We couldn't do diddly poo offensively. I'm talking about, dang, talk about an honest coach.
I actually lived it. Y'all too young. Y'all wasn't even born. I actually lived it.
That was funny. But that is the funniest moment of Saints history, when Jim Mora came out and basically just said in full honesty how bad we played. And that was against the Kitty Cats. That game was against the Kitty Cats back then. I'm like, oh, you know that was bad back then. We lost to the Kitty Cats. But now them days over. Them days over. Kitty Cats. We finna stack it again.
They had 11 straight victories after that.
You're right. They sure did go on the win streak after that. Look, Jill with one play with you boys.
Everybody only believe. Everybody, when they only talk about the days of Sean Payton. But we were winning before Sean.
Yeah.
People just don't want to remember them days. We just never won a Super Bowl. We never won playoff game until Jim Haslett won that first playoff game. And always shout out to Jim Haslett for winning our very first playoff game.
Yeah.
With Aaron Brooks.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
These days happen.
1990, Jim Everett. I definitely remember Jim Everett. I remember when Jim Rome called Jim Everett Chris, and Jim Everett said, "Don't call me Chris. Say Chris one more time." And he pushed his ass out the chair. He said, "Call me Chris again." He said, "Chris," and he pushed his ass out. That was when he was playing with the LA Rams.
Oh God!
Hey man, you just gotta love being a Saints fan, man. It's just
I'm happy.
It's always eventful, man. We ain't by no means a boring football team, man. We always got something going on. It's always gonna be, whether it's good or bad. You gonna find some news on the Saints, man. It's gonna be. I'm just saying, man. Look, but man, doggone, like I said, man, it's getting close time for them Pelicans to come back on here and go.
And Josh Richardson is not playing tonight for something personal.
Yeah, he's got personal reasons going on. That's gonna be another. That's gonna be another key guy.
At least it's not an injury.
Yeah, that's gonna be another key guy that we need back.
A 3-and-D guy.
Yeah, I love his shooting and I love his defense, man. I love how
I've been told you that man been that solid since Miami. He been that dude, 3-and-D.
I love it.
He was under D Wade.
Yeah, I love it, man. I love the way he's fitting in and he's doing really well with us. I just need him back out on the court, man. But man, this will be a huge win tonight if the Pelicans can go up into Shacktown. I'm telling you, Shacktown is not. These Kings are not the same Sacramento Kings and I'm talking about the bad Sacramento Kings.
Hell no. Hell no, they're a winning team.
This is a different basketball team. These boys are playing hard for Mike Brown. And shout out to Mike Brown, man. I'm proud of you, man. That's the great great job for you, man. You know, you taking this team and you turned them around.
Mike Brown was always underrated. Was always underrated.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Cleveland was his known days, but him in Sacramento, I said he did something to turn them boys around.
He learned
He
a
did
lot.
something to turn them around.
He learned a lot from the Warriors, man. That's being over the staff over there with the Warriors. He was able to take a lot of stuff from the Warriors.
That's why.
Well,
Yeah,
He took that Golden State mentality and brought it there.
The Warrior days, I mean, you know, y'all got to remember he won a championship with Cleveland.
Yeah.
Y'all forget it was y'all forget it was with he was with LeBron and them first.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, Jason, that's a great point. CJ and BI got to show out tonight. You know, doggone. And really, BI has been showing up. BI has been scoring damn near 30 points per game. CJ, I need to see a little bit more. Just because Zion is not out there. Look, I know you. I know you in that point guard role, man. But do what you've been doing. Don't let that stop you from being a damn scorer, man. Go ahead and help BI out. You know,
because he was getting 20 plus back in Portland.
Yes.
I said, bring that Portland CJ over here. Bring him over here.
Yes.
We're gonna be seeing a whole tandem.
I love too that Herb is finding his way back. I like that Willie Green has put Herb in a lot of great situations now. He doesn't have him sitting there on the damn 3-point line trying to shoot like he's a damn shooter. He's not a shooter, okay? He's great at cutting to the basket, okay?
Well, Willie Green is showing adjustments, and that's what we criticized. Remember, we criticized last week about Willie Green not being able to adjust.
Yeah,
and I think that was the problem. Remember, I was like trying to put his ass on the hot seat. You remember, you was like, Dad, we ain't gonna fire this man that fast. But I was like, well, he got to show me some adjustments.
Yeah.
And I give him credit. He has been adjusting.
Yeah. He got to, man. If you want to be a great coach in this league, you got to learn how to adjust and not always do the same things, man. And Jason, to answer your question, Larry should be back come next week because he was supposed to be out for 2 weeks. He just did a week last week. So after this week, we should know more about when Larry should be coming back soon. He had his little injury going on. So we definitely need his energy back, man. But I don't know if y'all heard. I don't know if y'all heard about Larry going into spaces over there with Chris Connor. Shout out to Chris Connor, man. He had a lot of great things to say, about the Pelicans and about the state of Louisiana and New Orleans, man. Larry's a keeper, man. Larry's a dog, man.
Oh, Larry Nance Jr. want to stay. He want to stay long term.
Oh, man. That's the dude. Larry Nance is definitely a keeper.
Oh yeah.
I've been watching him since Cleveland. I've watched him since Cleveland, since the LeBron days. Yeah. That man is a epitome of one of those cases. That's a three man, rebounding 3-and-D big.
Yeah.
Like you put him in the right spots, I'm telling you.
He gonna lay it down for his team.
Yeah, Larry is definitely a keeper. But we're gonna close this live up, man. We'd like to thank everybody for supporting the Baddest Sports Show podcast in the Deep South. Remember that we are on Twitter. Remember, we also on Facebook. Please follow us on Twitter and Facebook. And
at Baddest Sports One on Twitter. At Baddest Sports One, man. Come follow us on Twitter. We got our group chat on Facebook. The Baddest Sports Show group chat. So y'all go ahead and follow us on Facebook as well, man. Like I said, man, we need some more subscribers, man. We're gonna keep continuing to bring videos on here.
Thank y'all. And look, I want to tell them, Edie, thank them for we over 300 something people now, and that's pretty big for us because at the end of the day, we're not in competition with any other podcasters. We know that it's going to take a minute before people catch on to us. We came from the bottom. We started with only like 20-something subscribers. Now we have 300. So we're working our way up to positivity. We know people gonna catch on.
Yeah.
We all Saints fans here. We all Saints and Pelican fans podcasters here.
Oh yeah, look, man, we gotta support each other, man. We need to start doing that with each other. I don't know why it's come to competition in our local market with each other, man. We gotta start coming together on a lot of stuff and
We
collabing
got
and
enough room
everything.
for everybody.
Yes, exactly,
Mm-hmm.
man. But man,
Every true Saints fan is welcome.
I appreciate, man, our fans, our loyal fans. You know, Chris, Jason. You know, a lot of y'all, Nas. You know,
Oh man, we
I,
dirty, little
hey,
dirty, yeah,
T30,
T
man,
dirty.
all our loyal fans, I appreciate y'all for every time that we
Mookie, shout out to Mookie.
every time we come up on this sucker, y'all be the first ones to come up on here and join us. You
Christopher.
know, yes, Uncle Henry, man, we got support. You know, doggone, and
Derek Turner.
we'll never forget y'all. So doggone, continue to show support, man. We gonna continue to do this thing, and doggone, we ain't stopping, man. The Pelicans are trying
Michael
to make
Thomas.
the Pelicans trying to make they run to the playoffs. You know, doggone, and these Saints are making moves this offseason, man. So doggone, hey man, hey Chris, man, hey man, that's my dog, man. Chris be watching that wrestling too, man. Look, now Chris, I ain't gonna lie, wrestling, it ain't the same like how it used to. They got a lot of crazy stuff going on now. I don't know what the hell they got going on now.
I don't know what the hell is that.
The only dude I like now on wrestling is Roman Reigns. After that, everybody else kind of weird. You know, so but
yeah,
but
I come up from the Undertaker. I had you as a little boy, EJ, watching the Undertaker, and
yeah.
I grew up on those guys. I can name
Man,
a
I
whole lot
love
of
Jeff
this.
Hardy, Rey Mysterio, John Cena. That's my boys, man. That's what I grew up on.
Triple
Man.
H,
Kane, you know,
all
you
those
know,
guys.
yeah, all those guys, man. That was my guys, man.
Woo.
You know, so
Hulk Hogan. I come up from Hulk Hogan and Ultimate
Hulk
Warrior.
Hogan.
So
Oh
y'all don't
my
understand.
God.
Y'all babies.
yeah.
Y'all don't know about the Ultimate Warrior, Ric Flair. Woo!
Yeah,
You
The
Big
Rock,
boss,
man.
big boss man.
The Rock, man, doggone, Hulk.
The Rock, The Rock.
Yeah, Triple
You know,
H.
Stone Cold Steve
Stone
Austin.
Cold, yes, sir.
Billy Gunn and Road Dogg.
Yeah, y'all speaking my
X-Pac.
language right there. That's the boys right there, man.
But
Man.
we're gonna be coming on more often, you guys, and I think that's the problem. The more that everybody sees, the more they gonna people we add people. So we gonna be more. You know, we're gonna give some time in some of my son's busy day, and we're gonna be getting more. Like I said, we're gonna have the blockbuster signings that's gonna be coming in. Friends, we're gonna have the NFL frenzy. That's about to get ready to start kicking in.
Free agency frenzy coming up, and the NFL draft is coming up in April, guys. So y'all set y'all calendars up, man, cause we coming on.
Hey.
We got the latest news for y'all, man. So we coming with it, man. We about to get it started, man. Like I'm telling y'all, man, y'all stay tuned. We just broke down Derek Carr, man.
We're also gonna have an exclusive interview with that's in the future
hey,
with Delvin Bro.
Delvin Bro coming
Bro
soon.
is going to be a future interview with Delvin Bro right here
coming
on the
soon
Sports Show
to
podcast.
the chat, man. Y'all stay tuned to that, man. We gonna have the legendary Delvin Bro, a Louisiana native, man. One of my most respected athletes that I always looked up to, man. I can't wait to have you on here, man, to talk with you, man, to get you on the chat, man. We gonna have some fun on here, man. So y'all get y'all questions ready and everything. So we he'll have a good time on here as well.
They're gonna be Slaughter coming up in here late. We had a big old crowd in here earlier, but shout out to you, B Slaughter. That's another lawyer.
Shout out to you,
another lawyer, brother.
Oh yeah.
So we're gonna close this thing, you guys. You guys have a great night.
Who that?